It's your boy Roy Jones Jr. and right now you tuned into World Combat Sports.
Bomb Squad! What's good? WCS back at it again on deck with another one. Shout out to everyone that's in the building and those of you that's on your way. Salute to y'all. It's Sunday, man. It was a heavy fight day yesterday. I mean, the traffic was tremendous when it came down to combat sports. We had mixed martial arts in the building, boxing on deck, bare knuckle fighting. Man, it was some of everything and in different locations yesterday, which was great. It was a lot to, decompress. You feel me? But, of course, we want to talk about some major hitters that was on deck that need to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? The major hitters that was on deck that needs to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? So let's first start off. I just want to, give a big shout out to the Bronze Bomber. Man, his right hand is lethal. It never wasn't lethal. Because it's not like he was in a fight where he didn't drop any of his opponents, regardless of the ones who he lost to. And that who is only one person. But let's go to Claressa Shields right quick. This is my thoughts on Shields. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do ladies first today because Claressa Shields, in a sense, with 13 victories, it is incredible what she's been able to accomplish. She is definitely in the women's boxing pantheon, no matter what people say, no matter what they say. You cannot like her, whatever the case, it don't freaking matter, man. She is in the boxing pantheon, no matter how you look at it. 3 times undisputed. Now, people are gonna say, well, if you look at how many divisions she won. Hey, everybody can't come in, and stay 115 pounds and go into boxing and start competing. You know what I'm saying? They can't come over here from the amateurs at a lower weight class and then build themselves up. Especially sisters. Sisters ain't built like that. Our whole diet is different. You know what I'm saying? We have a different diet. It's hard to see black athletes, period, compete at a lower weight class like that. Period. That's male or female. You know what I'm saying? Our diet just isn't like that with our parents. So we come out at a certain weight and we grow. But shout out to Claressa Shields for defeating Savannah Marshall in a unanimous decision, even though she felt or looked a bit nervous to me. One thing I'll say about Shields, she comes to fight, man. Shields come to motherfucking bang. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of her only having 2 knockouts, she comes in there to box. At the beginning and the end, she comes in there to box. So her performances should no way, shape, or form be criticized just because she's not in there knocking females out. But she went in there and fought Savannah Marshall every round. Every round, she went in there and fought her. Every freaking round. Now, this is my suggestion to Claressa Shields. I think Claressa should leave the sport of boxing. I think she should just straight up retire. She should retire and focus on mixed martial arts. Further build up her combat resume until she's able to return back to boxing for a big fight. That doesn't mean she stopped training boxing. It's just for what she's been able to accomplish, she should be in the millions now. She should be making millions every fight. She should be making millions. Canelo Alvarez, did what she's did. She's done. He hasn't been able to do that. But he get paid quadruple the amount of money that she's getting. And if she's the solo dolo artist who's been able to accomplish this feat, then she should get paid like she's the solo artist. You know what I'm saying? She should get paid for what she's been able to achieve. Seriously, there's no ifs, ands, or buts around this shit. She should leave the sport of boxing, focus on MMA if she chooses to, I heard she's going to be jumping back in the PFL. She just competed at 160, so the 155-pound division lightweight is tough over there for her. So I'm just curious how that's going to go. But she really needs to focus on that sport throughout in order for her to improve. But in boxing, she has to somehow, some way change levels to get paid more money. She has to find a way to market herself better, find more ways to get sponsorships that's going to really start to pay her. Because you can't deny what her achievements has been. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny what she's accomplished at all. She's earned every bit of it. But the pay scale, she can't just stop working. With all that, that she has, she can't stop. She's not well off. She just can't say, okay, I'm good. This is all I needed. I'm good. No. So somehow, some way, her and her team need to figure it out while they over there at mixed martial arts, dabbing back in mixed martial arts. Try to seek out some more sponsorships. 3-time undisputed. The GOAT herself, congratulations. Man, she did the damn thing with Savannah Marshall. Next, I want to speak about Anthony Dirrell. This is my situation. Let me get to the chat right quick. Mr. Pass on that. What's good? Big blunts and boxing on deck. Salute Aunt. What's good? What's good with it? W says salute broski. What's good? What's good? Mr. Pass on deck. W says, did you see how Wilder went to Elenia's room after the fight and hugged him and talked to him for a while, saying thanks for everything? Heartwarming, in my opinion. Much respect for that. I mean, I got respect for Wilder anyway. Like I tell people all the time, it don't matter what they say about, what they believe or think about him, his lack of skills, how he look in the ring. Like I said before, I've had many, many moments with him. And grown man to a grown man, I'm older than Wilder. So I don't look at certain situations like some of these other dudes would. Like, Wilder's going to have criticism dumped on his head everywhere he go when it comes to boxing topics. They're always not gonna like something he does. They're gonna say he's built this way, he's skinny, 214 pounds, but yet when he came in like 230, they talking about how he's fatiguing. You know what I'm saying? So he went back to the basics, and he said they went back to the basics, started having fun again. He switched up his training camp and stuff like that. The man went over there to Helenius and pretty much treated him like a brother, man. The man was broke bread at his house and been over there and sparring with him. I mean, it's a deeper relationship with them. You feel me? I always told people that I've never seen Wilder be an asshole to anyone. I never seen him be an asshole. I seen that man, even when people was trying to get him to go into a whole nother direction or whatever and do something else. If he wasn't finished with the fans, he stayed there until he finished, and then he left. That's just me. Trap Media on deck. What's good? Man, Trap, you have your right to your own OP. Helenius didn't throw no fight, man. He got knocked out. Y'all have to understand, man, like, bro, no one's trying to entertain that. No one's trying to entertain that. The man's leg was stiff when he fell. How is he going to throw the fight? How's he going to throw the fight? He came in with punches. What more do you want? Wilder caught him damn near with the same punch he caught Arthur Spilter. Do your homework, Trap. Do your homework, bro. You know what I'm saying? He damn near caught him with the same freaking right hand that he caught Arthur Spilker with. And look what happened to Arthur Spilker. The dude damn near went to the graveyard that night. Andrew Charles on deck. What's good? Yeah, Helena's trainer said they were going to fight Kanaki. They had no sparring partners, but Wilder showed up and helped when nobody else would. Damn. Look. Shout out to Sir Ken on deck. What's good with it, Sir Ken? W said salute. Salute to the wrenches in the chat. Smash the like button. Appreciate you there, Ken. Always, man. One love to you, bro. So let me get on. I'm on Wilder's next. I get on Wilder next. But let me talk about the Anthony Dirrell situation. When Dirrell, I understand and get it. You've been in boxing for as long as you have, and trash talking happen on all levels, from the amateur level all the way up. Okay, so I look at Dirrell when he stepped in there with David Benavidez, and he checks the box when he was giving Benavidez a pretty tough fight. Of course, Benavidez's style is different than Caleb Plant, but he was doing fairly well in that fight. All right, and I hope the people. No, hold up, because I forgot they bet money on this fight. Hold up for a second. I gotta share this right quick. I gotta share this because I forgot. My people freaking, some people I know went and betted money on Dirrell. So I gotta make sure that they see this motherfucking live, dog. Y'all hold on for a quick one. Hold up for a second, man. Yeah, we're going to get to it, man. Let me just share this one. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Salute to the supporters always. One love to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all coming over here with the Wilder, you know, with the Wilder hate, as they call it. It has to be something new, bro. Like, you have to give me something new. I've been around these YTC waves long enough, man. I've been in the goddamn the furnace. I've been there already. Just telling me that Robert Helenius threw the fight is not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough for my attention to be focused on that. It's not going to be enough, real talk. I'm just being honest with you. It's not going to be enough today. It's not going to be enough, man. Because y'all come over here talking about Helenius threw the fight. Because you don't want to give him no credit for what he's been able to accomplish, man. Okay, we good now. All right, so let's get back to it. So, Caleb Plant went in there after, losing the fight with Saul Canelo Alvarez. And I commend Canelo. I commend Caleb Plant for coming back and taking on Anthony Dirrell. At first, I was criticizing it. I was like, man, why don't you fight David Benavidez, goddammit? He's over there. The Mexican monster, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Undefeated. 3-time world champion. Fight him. But this turned into something special because, Dirrell was talking shit. Caleb Plant was pretty much speaking like, I've been here already. I've experienced the air on a different level. I experienced that air. You know what I'm saying? I experienced the air of fighting in the same ring as Canelo Alvarez. Even though he was stopped, he experienced the moment. You know what I'm saying? He experienced the moment. But Anthony Dirrell fucked around and said he'll never lose to a white boy. He said that shit. When you say that, you have to stand on that motherfucker. You have to stand on it. Anthony Dirrell had to stand on that shit. He was trying to sell the fight. He was trying to sell himself. He was trying to build it up. You know what I'm saying? You have to come in there and shut it down. You have to come in there and shut it down, and you didn't do it. You end up being shut down. This is the crazy part about this shit, right? Dirrell, a lot of people consider him as, a decent boxer. It's not like he has a lot of losses to his resume. That wasn't the case. And the cut he had over his left eye when he fought Benavidez, that was legitimate. That couldn't go on. It might have fucked up his eye. That shit would have, continued. But peep this out. Looking on Caleb Plant's record, Caleb Truax went longer distance than you, Anthony Dirrell. Jose Uzcategui went longer distance than you. You know what I'm saying? They went further distance than you did. Caleb Plant started to talk to Canelo in the 9th round, didn't he? Didn't he? Wasn't you and David Benavidez fight stopped in the 9th round because of a cut? So I'm saying to yourself, how could you allow him to stop you in the same round? And that shit was legitimate, official, certified, signed, sealed, delivered knockout. When he stuck you to the body with that left hook, came up top, that shit was beautiful. Pop! You and him was pretty much throwing the same punch. But it's just he had already gave you the hallmark card with the left hook. He gave you that to the body, and then he came up top. And you should have known something was going on. You should have known that the little, the tingling feeling that you was getting was telling you that it was gonna be night. He cracked you, bro. That's one of the most beautiful knockouts of the night. Real talk. Because it was the way it was set up. It was the way it was set up, man. And then, Caleb Plant was sitting down on that punch. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful delivery, man. You know what I'm saying? You didn't need Amazon Prime, FedEx. No. This was when somebody is in a tree, you walking, and you walk up on the tree and somebody drop a cinder block on your head. Dude, it was no recovery from that shot. You said you would never lose to a white boy, and you had to stand 10 toes down on that shit. Your 10 toes end up being pointed up at the ceiling. You have to stand on that misery. You have to stand on the memes. You have to stand on everyone that's going to be talking about this shit today. Bro, he canceled you. The Undertaker even came out that motherfucker. Rest in hell. I mean, goddamn. Dirrell, of all the things that happened that night, bro, you put it out there. You'll never lose to a white boy, and you lost. Not only that, there's people that had money on you. And I was saying, I don't know. I don't know about that. I still got Caleb. I don't know about that. Hey, Dirrell gonna go in there and knock Caleb Plant the fuck out. I say, okay. I don't get that feeling. And then before you know it, Caleb cracking, looks at him, and a lot of things started to play around in Caleb's head, Seems like he was going to walk away. And then, goddamn it, Caleb went to the shed. Caleb Plant went to the motherfucking shed, y'all, and grabbed the shovel and started digging. Shh. He started dumping dirt on the rail. Don't get mad at Caleb. He started dumping dirt on him. He started digging that man and bury him. Shh. Don't get mad at him, bro. Don't get mad at what he did, man. Because if somebody would have said, I ain't losing to no black boy, then y'all would, oh my God, racism. Oh my God, racism. If that shit would have popped off that way, then people would have been going insane. But when a black fighter come out their mouth, you better stand on it, you better own it. And the only way you're gonna own it is the results. You go in there and get the results. The way the Dirrell fight ended, that is not the results that you ever want when you say you're never gonna lose to a white boy. You know what I'm saying? That's not the results you ever want. He knocked him out dirty. He did him stupid. When you was out there froze, when have we known Caleb Plant? Check this out. When have we known Caleb Plant to really knock somebody out like that? Like, I'm talking about cold. I'm talking about high tier competition, top tier competition. I'm talking about a name. Dirrell was a name. We saw him drop Uz Kostagi. We saw it. We saw that. But another thing that Dirrell said was he fought bums. Oh my God, dude. I'm just saying, bro. It's hard to recover from shit like that. It's hard to recover, bro. Let me pull up something right quick, just so I can have clarity. So Caleb Plant went 12 rounds in UD against Caleb Truax. Vincent Feigenboots. A lot of people make fun of Vincent Feigenboots, but he fought Feigenboots in his hometown in Nashville, Tennessee. Feigenboots went 10 rounds. Mike Lee, big bulky Mike Lee, undefeated. He went 3. Jose Ukostagi, 12 rounds. Rogelio Luna, 12 rounds. Andrew Hernandez, 10 rounds. Thomas Awambano, 10 rounds. Juan Angel, 10. When did Caleb start to be a knockout artist when it came to top tier competition? With you, Dirrell. He started with you. He didn't start with Mike Lee. He started with you, bro. He started with you. God damn, he started with you. He started with you, bro. Regardless of what anybody say, he started with you. Let me get to the chat right quick. That wasn't a KO punch. That was a Wilder confidence boosting fight. This was a Phantom Punch 2.0. We know strange things in boxing. Plant Dirrell was in a fun fight. They were talking shit. Wrestling, of course. The spectacular finish from Plant. Don't come over here with that bullshit. I'm gonna take off my belt. Trap on some, he on his shit, man. See, I can see if people didn't know it was a fight I supported like Wilder. So I think that's his main emphasis, is to just say it was a fake just to get a reaction. It's not gonna happen, bro. They didn't listen to WCS. I told them all that would be great fight for as long as it lasts. And Dirrell is one of my hometown fighters. Hey, Dirrell, bums. You said he fought bums, and you said you'll never lose to a white boy. So that highlight in itself, man, those words, oh my God, they so heavy. They so heavy, bro, for you to be staring up at the lights, man. 10 toes pointing to the ceiling. Sleep. Dude, you're gonna have to deal with that. Goddamn Caleb, he said Caleb shocked the shit out of. Hey, Caleb sat down on that motherfucking. He sat down on the hook to the body and then the hook up top. He sat down in that bitch, boy. Like he was go-kart racing. He sat down in that motherfucker. For real. Boy, that white boy sent him to the shadow realm. For real. He sent him to the dark side, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? He sent him to the dark side. Real talk. See, Andre Dirrell was Will Smith for I Am Legend. He knew it was certain areas, you know what I'm saying, he was going to get fucked up. And when that German Shepherd ran into that dark room and he flicked that light and saw them dudes in there standing, the monsters or whatever, Dirrell knew he wasn't supposed to go in there. He knew it. You know what I'm saying? He knew that wasn't the place to be. He wanted to go in there and do it anyway, man. He knew that wasn't it. Dirrell knew it. You should have stayed put, man. You know, you should have just dealt with Fred. When you saw Fred out there by himself, you say, Fred, what are you doing out here, Fred? That's who you should have fought, Dirrell. You should have fought Fred. You shouldn't have took your ass in there with all them motherfucking monsters that was in the dark. You know better than that. You should have stayed out there and fought Fred. Yeah, I was like, here goes Plant again, trying to start a conversation. Whatever he was saying, though, was aggravating Dirrell. I think Dirrell temper, period. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Pop? I think his temper, period, didn't really have anything to do with Caleb. I just think I've ran into Dirrell in person, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, I look at it like when you have individuals like Dirrell that comes off as very pugnacious, you just treat them as that. Like, you keep your distance and you leave him alone. Like, he's not an approachable dude. He will sit up there and ignore you like you ain't standing there. You know what I'm saying? He will. He will. But that don't have nothing, you know, my experience don't have shit to do with what he said to Caleb. He told Caleb what he told him, and goddamn it, the rest is what it is. Rest in hell. Goddamn, the Undertaker showed up to that motherfucker. It was so bad. You know what I'm saying? He said new trainer had him sitting down on his punches. Yeah, man, Caleb, he always could box, though. You know what I'm saying? Caleb could box, man. Real talk. Caleb could box. We know that. Nat Turner came over here and said, goddamn, Dirrell should retire. He a bum. Damn. Hey, he got put out cold, man. Caleb sat all the way down on that combo. But shout out to Caleb Plant, man. Shout out to Caleb Plant. He proved that he was the better man. I wish instead of him in the 9th round talking to Canelo Alvarez, it would have been nice to see him land a combination like this against Canelo. It was beautiful. It was destructive. And it was a finisher. He made Caleb Plant look like he got Deontay Wilder power. Seriously. He made Caleb Plant look like he been knocking dudes out for a minute. And what should you expect came out of his mouth? What did you expect? But look at Dirrell on that thumbnail. Look at him. He's asleep, bro. He's done. He's done. It's over. It's a wrap, man. Look at Caleb looking down at him. He's heading to the shed. When they get that look, Caleb Plant is heading to the shed. Now, it's not as gangster as the Robeisy Romero walk off. Because Robeisy Romero had a smirk on his face. Like, Robeisy was a debt collector. He was looking for freaking Abraham's chin. He was there to collect a debt. It's a difference. Caleb Plant was looking at, Andre Dirrell like, I dare you to get up. You know what I'm saying? I dare you to get up. Go right ahead. Get up. You can't be on the canvas this early. No, get up, man. Go ahead. Get up. Let's go. I mean, he really felt some type of way. But I look at it like the beef that him and Canelo had, I don't think it rubbed Caleb Plant as bad as Andre Dirrell. Because Andre was saying the bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure that Canelo didn't say puto. You know what I'm saying? Call him a puto, but Dirrell was calling him a bitch, saying he fought bums. Man, he was really going in hard, man. He was really going in hard. For him to go in there and get slept like that is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Real talk. Let's get to, the main event. In my opinion, the main event of the night. The reason why I'm calling it the main event of the night is because Deontay Wilder returned. We can never, ever stop ourselves from recognizing greatness. We can't. You can't. It doesn't matter what other people say. I think for myself. You cannot deny someone who's going down in history as one of the greats. You cannot sit up here and act like the heavyweights in the past and have their own style. When George Foreman was landing them motherfucking George Foreman oak trees on people, he didn't have the best style. People were saying, oh my God, he got power. Oh, Big George. What happened to Big George? What happened to Big George? He took a L and he went on a hiatus. Deontay Wilder didn't go on a hiatus. He didn't lead the sport for freaking 5 to 10 years. Real talk. Hey, Deontay, he didn't come back and fight 5 bums, as they call it. 5 tomato cans in one night. He didn't do no shit like that. He didn't do it. He took his first loss and through everything, through the pandemic and everything, went to court and went back in the ring for a third time and went further distance and was stopped. The whole point is he went out on his shield like he requested, as a warrior do. He went out on his shield. Whether y'all want to accept that or not, that's up to y'all. But how can you sit up here and criticize a man's physique? Criticize his boxing skills. Criticize the opponents that's available for him in the professional ranks. And not acknowledge the fact that Tyson Fury earned his highest accolades by defeating Deontay Wilder. Somebody explain that shit to me. I don't need to have no Deontay Wilder debates. But please, somebody explain that. How can you sit up here and give the cons of a fighter who reigned for as long as he did over 5 years and his title defenses, to see the first fighter to defeat him get rewarded for defeating a fighter who they say wasn't too much of anything? How does that work? How does that work exactly? In real life, that shit doesn't work. But how does it work in boxing? You have to ask yourself that. For those of you that's so hardy, like you have a full belly of freaking haterade. You know what I'm saying? You drunk that shit before you tuned into my live. You got a whole belly of haterade. You know what I'm saying? So you come over here hydrated. And you want to say that Robert Helenius took a dive. I didn't get that in the actions. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that in the actions. I didn't get that in the entire frame that I seen with him trying to attack Deontay Wilder up against the ropes. And Wilder damn near landing a similar shot that he landed on Arthur Spilker. Except Spilker was coming in much more hot than Helenius. But he hit him with a short right hand. And you saw what happened with Spilker, bro. They had a bed waiting for Spilker in the upper room. Robert Helenius getting knocked out and getting put to sleep. Did you see his leg? You know, we got to include legs in this too, like Jack Reese say. We have to include legs. You feel me? He said that Tyson Fury leg, one of his feet was up and his soul was on the canvas. So they'll allow him to go for the spirit of boxing and allow that man, give him the right to fight on. That's what Jack Reese said, for the spirit. Well, as I was looking at freaking Robert Helenius' legs, his legs, one of them was up in the air. So y'all gonna say, oh man, they work core all the time in practice, man. They got a strong core, even when they get hit with that demolition dynamite. His leg, he can hold that shit up in the air, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, a lot of you cats, you haven't had the opportunity to be in the proximity of the Bronze Bomber, like really in the proximity of training, you know, just you know, being able to witness all the criticisms that you blame him for. You haven't been in the proximity, because if you have, then I think you would come up with a conclusion that, you know what, man, the shit I don't like him doing in the ring, man, I think I can get in there. I don't think you've gotten close to the Bronze Bomber enough to say, I can do that shit, man. JD's. Hey, Cuz, can we talk? I want to go in there and get some work, man. I see a lot of flaws that the Bronze Bomber got. I just want to go in there, coach. No, JD, no. I don't think that's a good idea. You know, you do. First of all, let's kind of verify identity, okay? Who are you? Okay. So how many boxing matches you have? Any amateur? No. Okay. So you already know who he is. Obviously, you here and you're asking. JD is gonna try to go through the questionnaire because I'm not saying he will be against it, but he's just trying to prepare you for what's to come. Because you have a tall, slender type of damn athlete that people continue to think that he's not who he say he is. He is everything that he say he is, bro. He's a Bronze Bomber. You don't have a name like the Bronze Bomber without dropping bombs. This man now has 42 knockouts, dog. 42 motherfucking knockouts, man. 43 victories. It took him a small window where that idol was there because he fought one of the best heavyweights. A small window prevented him from earning that 43rd victory. It prevented him just a small moment. Okay? Y'all have to understand that, man. Let me get to the chat. Appreciate y'all for being patient. He said Caleb got strength and conditioning coach that work with Big Rolo, Larry Wade. Yeah, I think the name is Dude is a Savage. He be having these guys in great shape. Shout out to Larry Wade, man. That's Robice's trainer too. Shout out to Larry Wade. What's going on, C-Wood? How you feeling, bro? I put my guy in the soil. He put him in the dirt, man. And not only did he put him in the dirt, he didn't even dig him a goddamn shallow grave. He goddamn put him on the dirt and went to the shed and got the shovel and dug and put dirt on top of him. So when you walking by, you say, something ain't right. That look like a dead body over there, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even dig a motherfucker like the Undertaker. You know, he didn't dig you a plot, put you in the plot, and then put the dirt over that motherfucker, dog. So it can look kind of fresh and leveled out with the ground. No. Dirrell was laying on top of the ground, dirt on top of him, and people's like, 911. Yeah, man, I'm seeing this pile of dirt over here with some toes sticking out. I'm not sure if it's you need to get somebody over here and please bring the forensics and everything else. You know what I'm saying? This dude seems to be twitching a little bit, so he may still be alive. But, you know, also, be careful. It's a dude off in the distance with a plaid shirt on with a shovel in his hand just standing there with this smirk on his face. Proceed with caution. Shit. Proceed with caution, please. Proceed with caution. It's time for the Dirrell to retire. No doubt, man. Let's see if Plant keeps that name energy for the Mexican Monsters. For sure, Max. Let's see if he gets that. Let's see. The Caleb dug the grave after KO, put him in the dirt, disrespectful. Hey, man, I think it was respectful. Real talk. That's light compared to what I've heard other boxers receive. That's light work. You know what I'm saying? That's light work. For him to take the shovel and put dirt over him, oh, no, that's light work, man. He don't get no damn reprieve. No, fuck that. He don't get reprieve, dog. When you say that as a black man, if you say that, knowing damn well if that would have been returned, you know, if Caleb Plant would have said he'll never lose to a black fighter or a black boy, then, you know, the boy in itself, we already know how offensive that is. He would have lost his motherfucking mind. He would have lost his cap, dog. But if you say it, own it. Own it. How the fuck you gonna own it? Sleep. Anthony Dirrell was highly disrespectful to Caleb. I think that the shovel bearing was perfect and well deserved. Hey, man, it was, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was, man. He deserved the shovel. good right hand, but his boxing was horrible and off balance. When you say his boxing was horrible, what does boxing consist of? It doesn't boxing consisting of trading blows, right? Doesn't boxing consisting of trading blows? Y'all cats have to understand your language, your own language. You're in control of the words. You're vocalizing this, right? What does boxing consist of? Trading punches, right? It doesn't give you a criteria to beautify what you're looking at. It doesn't give you that criteria. Why y'all don't understand that? It doesn't provide you the criteria for what you're supposed to be looking at, how it's supposed to come out, how you're supposed to display it, execute it. You know what I'm saying? To the naked eye, this is the way it's supposed to look. In order for them to give you that visual, they have to compare it to certain fighters. And then with those certain fighters, they have to be without criticism, and that's just not the case. Because this life is with criticism. So y'all have to understand, what does boxing consist of? What does the sweet science consist of? What does it consist of, bro? How can you say his boxing was horrible and the fight went a portion of the first round? You're not making sense, man. You're not making sense. You're sounding like Rolly saying he won all 6 rounds, but the fight didn't go 6 rounds. The fight went into the 6th round, but it didn't go 6 rounds, bro. I think that's a common language y'all want to use for the champ, that, hey, his boxing is boxing. But when he give you the highlight reel knockout, he need to fight somebody else. He gave Tyson Fury 3 motherfucking fights. It ain't no fight nobody else. He gave Tyson Fury 3 motherfucking fights. Now, y'all's the same niggas that was up here talking about, oh man, he should fight Dillian White. He should fight Dillian White. Well, guess what? Dillian White fought the same fighter. Just once. Done. Smashed. Out of there. Nobody's heard from Dillian. Is Dillian still in and where's he at right now? Where's he at? You remember the time, yo, Deontay, where you at, Deontay? Dillian White was the one people was talking. Oh, man, we want to see Deontay fight somebody, like Dillian White. Why Dillian White can't get the shot at the WBC? Oh, man, it's bogus. All this hype between Dillian. He fights the same fighter, common opponent in Fury, and he gets smashed. Not only that, Fury pushed his ass down like he was like he was bullying Dillian. Get your ass off the playground. You talked all that shit. Not to mention, right, that Dillian White had been stopped by 2 other fighters prior to walking in there with Fury. The only fighter that's on Deontay's resume that has stopped him is Tyson Fury, 1 fighter. So that can't change your mind. It can't change your mind, Alfonso. You can't change your mind, bro. Don't worry. Hang around long enough. It'll start to set in. Bro. That didn't look like a dive to me. It looked like Robert tried to catch him in the corner and sent a short, clean right. The right was sharp. It's not the first time he's landed a punch like that. And it was solid. You know what I'm saying? It was solid. Nobody paid nobody nothing. The only person that got paid was the fighters for stepping into the ring per their contractual agreement. That's where the pay and revenue came in at. There was no other pay in anything. You know what I'm saying? There was no other pay in anything. Because once again, go back in Deontay Wilder's record. You know what I'm saying? Go back into Deontay Wilder's record. Were y'all calling for Robert Helenius while he was fighting Tyson Fury? Were y'all calling for Robert Helenius to fight Tyson Fury during the Safari, the Pianettas? Did you say he should fight Robert Helenius next? No, right? When he was up there with Tom Schwartz and Otto Wallin, were y'all calling for Robert Helenius? Was he in your thought process when you seen him stop Andy Kanaki? Was that it? Because Andy Kanaki went in there and beat Charles Martin, right? Well, y'all sitting up there trying to call for these fighters to face one another. When Dillian White was stopped by Alexander Povetkin, were you calling for Deontay Wilder or freaking Robert Helenius to fight these guys? These guys are competing in the heavyweight division with the opponents that's there for them. That's all they're doing. If Deontay Wilder fought the toughest heavyweight 3 times, what the fuck does anything else have to do with it? What does it have to do with it? Why would he pay Robert Helenius to take a dive if he'd been in there with better competition? You're not making any sense, man. He's been in there with better competition. Why would he have to pay Helenius anything except what his purse say he's supposed to get? Y'all not being honest with yourselves. You have to look at it this way too, Blunts. The fight didn't even go a full round, man. Y'all are very, very harsh when it comes to Wilder. Y'all continue to say how his balance is and how he looks here, how he moves and everything else. Listen, man. The fight didn't even go a full 3 minutes. How is it supposed to translate into anything? Look, what does this thumbnail say? Hold up. Let me get it. What does this thumbnail say right here? Take time to tell me what this thumbnail says. You've heard him say it. What does this thumbnail tell you all? I just need an explanation. What does the thumbnail say, goddammit? No overtime, man. What are y'all talking about? What didn't translate? He said, look, they asked him why he was using Grant gloves. I want to work on a new technique. You know what I'm saying? My hand, I've had several times, breaking my hands and this, that, and the other. So he used Grant gloves. I'm surprised y'all ain't brought that shit up. Oh my God. Wilder, somebody should check his gloves. I just don't see him. He's did it before. But he said he was wearing Grant gloves and it looked like he didn't get full extension on the right hand. And Helenius went to sleep. Listen, 43 wins, 42 KOs. Do the glove really matters except helping you understand, to my people, that gloves are there to protect the fighter's hands? Once again, the gloves are there to protect the fighter's hands, but unfortunately, at the expense of the opponent, the glove works in a different way. The glove provides certain sound effects when connected to the jawline, to the body, areas which causes fighters to lose consciousness. You feel me? So I'm surprised y'all haven't mentioned the Grant gloves and try to create an entire scandal over that. Man, I don't think Deontay Wilder had the right gloves. See, he accused Tyson Fury in the rematch of gloves, and he uses Grant gloves for the first time and knocks out Helenius without a punch that was fully extended. He didn't even get any leverage on it, y'all. He didn't get any leverage. Can't you see it? He paid him off. He paid him. Stop it, man. Y'all coming in here with some bullshit, boy. He said he wanted to work on something new. He said he don't get paid for overtime. So what the hell he supposed to do? Helenius, oh thou Helenius, please rise from thy canvas to your feet, Helenius, and fight on in the glory of thy name. Rise, I say, Helenius, rise. No. Let's get something straight. The referee wasn't Jack Reese. See, if Jack Reese was there by Hellenius, then we're talking about something different. One, Kissimmee. What's the time on the clock over there? One, two, Kissimmee. Three, come on, Hellenius. Come on. You can do it, Hellenius. 4. Five. Come on, Hellenius. It's getting close. Come on, rise. Warrior, rise. You're the Nordic nightmare, Hellenius. Rise. Show Wilder that it can happen twice. 6. Can you give me the time on the clock over there? Oh, you're already at 10 count? I'm on 6. Okay. 7. Come on. Yeah, I see life now. There you go, Hellenius. Come on back to life, Hellenius. Yeah, what do you think? I am the reviver. No, that wasn't the case, people. Jack Reese wasn't in the building. I know a lot of y'all was running around looking for him, trying to call him up behind the scenes. Jack, we need you. Wilder has done it again, Jack. Come on to the ring, man. Give us the long count. Come on, Jack. You can do it. No, that's not the case. Y'all hating. He said, yeah, you can see that he was working on his lateral movement and boxing, but it just don't translate to the ring. I would have rather seen Wilder go a couple of rounds. You know, Alfonso, you don't seem logical, brother. You don't seem logical. The man did a trilogy with Tyson Fury. Why the hell do you need for him to go a couple of rounds? He went to the 11th round with Fury, and then in the rematch, 7 rounds. What in the hell are you talking about on a Sunday? This man did a trilogy. He went 12 fucking rounds in the first fight, 7 in the second, and 11 in the third. What the fuck are you talking about? You sound insane. Please drop the comment and explain to me what the hell you're talking about. Please explain to me. Please explain to me, shawty. The man put in enough rounds, bro. 12 rounds in a championship fight, right? So let's just do the math, goddammit. 12 rounds in a championship fight. He fought Tyson Fury 3 motherfucking times. Now, you know, this is one step below the 13 factor, because 13, the trichodestrophobia, that kind of get me confused. So I'm gonna try my best. 12 times 3 is 36, I believe. Okay, I think it's 36 rounds. That if they went 12 rounds in every fight. But if we know the rematch ended in 7, that subtracts from the raw answer, the number, right? 36. And then when you take 11, that itself subtracts again from the number 36. So we know the fight did not go entirely the distance for 3 fights. It didn't. But what we can say is still a high enough percentage of rounds that he put in with the current reigning, defending WBC heavyweight world champion Tyson Fury was enough to the point where he don't have to return back to boxing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I would have liked for him to go some rounds. I would have liked it. For what, dude? Why? Why? What are you saying exactly, bro? Make it make sense. What are you saying? Make it make sense, man. The man was only 6 rounds short of going the distance all 3 fights, the maximum rounds that you can go in a championship fight is 12. Years ago, they changed it from 15 to 12. He went 12 fucking rounds the first fight. When you add up the amount of rounds that he went within that fight, give or take, the minutes for which it stopped, it still puts him short at 6 rounds, okay? Estimate, approximately. Is that not enough? With the behemoth himself, Tyson Fury? Come on, bro. You're not being fair. You're not being fair. I think he KO Ruiz if he can catch him, but loses the Cuban, and it's a 50 fight with Joshua. Man, you sound crazy, bro. You think Anthony Joshua's a 50-50 fight? Anthony Joshua's chin isn't better than Deontay Wilder's? What are y'all in church right now? Because look, y'all lying an awful lot just to be at home chilling. It seems like a lot of y'all cats are in church and y'all feel that you can ask for forgiveness immediately for sitting up here typing on your motherfucking phone, telling lies like this. Who's the preacher? Put the preacher's name in there, goddammit. I'm about to make a donation and tell him what's going on in his goddamn congregation. For real. I'm about to goddamn, let some shit out the bag. Y'all in church lying. All because you believe, oh man, it's no problem. God will forgive me. He always has me all the time. Stop lying in church. Joshua's chin isn't better than Deontay Wilder's. Are you serious? King Kong Ortiz couldn't knock out the Bronze Bomber. Are you serious? Y'all was jumping up and down. Yeah, here it goes. Yeah. Bing, bong, bing, bong, bing. And still WBC World Heavyweight Champion Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder. Man, y'all need to stop the hate. Y'all need to stop the hate, man. It's not hard, Show G. We love Wilder, and that's crazy right hand. We're talking about his boxing ability in comparison to other competition he would face that are better boxer than Helenius. Let me explain this to you, Months, right? Let me explain something to you, brother. This is the sweet science. Whenever you speak of something that's dealing with science, it always has different methods to the madness, different methods to the creation, different methods to the delegation. It's different. Anyway, any experiment that is completed within a lab is never done the same way. That's why it's called inventions. You know what I'm saying? Called inventions, right? So therefore, when we watch boxing and we see all these people fight, they have different styles. But some individuals with those different styles seem to go further in their career than fighters with conventional styles. Fighters that give you everything you're looking for in the fundamentals of boxing. Because they look the part. But guess what? Let's just take the Andy Ruiz, right? Let's just take the Andy Ruiz. The same Andy Ruiz was dropped by Chris Arreola, who they was calling Mr. Give me one Corona and a goddamn a plate of tacos. Andy Ruiz, then the former unified champion, who was dropped before he stopped Joshua. Before he stopped Joshua. Not only that, that wasn't the first time Joshua had been on the canvas. We had seen him on the canvas against a retired Vladimir Klitschko, homie. Retired. So y'all are busy up here looking at the aesthetics. It warms your soul. And you say, oh man, they look the part. Deontay doesn't look the way he's supposed to. It is the sweet science of boxing. You trade punches. What are y'all cats talking about? The sweet science can go from a fundamentally sound fighter, discipline, to an all-out brawler. Brawlers have had success in boxing. They have won championships in boxing. But why are y'all stuck on what Deontay Wilder doesn't do, vice what his results present? If his results is giving you the sleep, he's giving you the sleep aid. He's giving you the highlight reel. What is the purpose of talking about? Well, he doesn't, he can't do the two-step right. He can't get. Well. Let me educate you again. What did the Klitschko's do that was so special? Straight up and down, vertical. What did they do? Did they have the complexion for the protection? Because they wasn't doing anything crazy. They wasn't moving around the ring like Larry Holmes. It's a sweet motherfucking science. Especially in the heavyweight divisions, these fighters aren't in there to be agile. Even though Deontay was mentioning a mantra that they was probably talking about in practice, agile, mobile, hostile, I believe. He came in at 214. So he can move around if he wants to, because that's the way he's comfortable with. But to say, well, I wish he would have went more around. Man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Man, come on, man. Y'all need to spin the reels a little bit and go back and look at some of these old school fighters. Real talk. You think Jack Johnson, you think he was moving around the ring, goddamn showboating, and goddamn on the balls of his feet, carrying all that weight around? You think all these old school heavyweight fighters was moving around like Willie Pep? Real talk. You think they was moving around like Willie Pep? You think any of these heavyweight fighters won around without throwing a punch? I'm just curious. Help me help you understand. Why y'all continue to critique Deontay Wilder on a different scale? One fighter, you say, oh, we only have 1 through 5 with you. But for Deontay Wilder, you got 1 through 1,000. Hey, this is going to take a little bit. Everybody have their drinks, snacks. This is going to take. We have 1,000 bullet points we want to go over via PowerPoint presentation on the improvements that we need from Deontay Wilder. Man, come on, bro. Stop it. Stop it, bro. What's going on? New meetings today, USA Boxing. Coach Malachi on deck. What's good with it, Coach? What you think of the fight yesterday? You think he need to go overtime, Coach? You think he need to go overtime, or you believe that it's no overtime in boxing? Just get in, get it done, and take it to the house. You know what I'm saying? Just take it to the motherfucking house, dog. In conclusion, I see Wilder greatly improving his boxing ability before he goes in there against well-rounded boxers like Usyk or decent power like Joshua. Look, like once again, improving what? He did 30 rounds approximately with Tyson Fury, who doesn't have a conventional boxing style. Tyson is not considered a conventional type fighter. All his damn awkward, eccentric type movement, his jerky motion, when he's able to put punch combinations together, that's not something you can teach in the gym. That's specifically proprietary to Tyson Fury. That's what he can do. So if you're criticizing Deontay Wilder, yes, you're going to give favor to Tyson Fury because he defeated him twice. I get it. But he was also on the canvas doing those battles too, from a guy who y'all say don't have no boxing skills. He should have came in here. I would have rather him, go into the second round. For what? It's 3 minutes per round. What do you want him to do? Hang around and hope and pray that Helenius catches him on the chin so you can come on here and say, no, he ain't ready yet for no Usyk, man. He ain't ready. Usyk is not a world beater. Usyk is not a world beater. Do y'all remember who he fought when he came into the heavyweight division? Chase Witherspoon. Hall of Fame, ain't he? Wow. Derek Chisora. How did he look against Derek Chisora? Kind of shabby doo-doo. Scooby. Let's be real. But he did get it done against Joshua. But let's be honest with ourselves. Joshua's had his hiccups in the past. So him losing the belt to Usyk wasn't a surprise. He damn near lost it to a Vladimir Klitschko who was out the motherfucking ring a year and a fucking half, retired. He hadn't fought since he fought Fury the last time he was defeated. They went into the motherfucking hospice care. Excuse me, ma'am. Is it a Klitschko here? Very tall in stature? Yeah. Former fighter champion? Yeah. Oh, he's back there with his brother playing chess? Okay, cool. Can you show me to the left? All right, cool. Thank you. Do you have any bottled water? I'm just gonna go out here. We're gonna be back there for a minute. This is very crucial. You know what I'm saying? This is important. Hi, Vladimir. Hi. Hello. Hey, I know you're surprised to see us, but guess what? We just want to talk to you about a possible return to the ring. Oh, you give reward to me? You give award to me? No? Yeah, it's kind of like an award, but we want to put you in another negotiation for a contract to step in there with the rising boxer who we're extensively trying to protect. So you know what I'm getting at, right? You're not getting in there to win. You're just getting in there to help sell out Wembley, okay? You're just going in there to help sell out Wembley. That's what it is. I got to whisper because I don't know anybody recording this conversation. But are you cool with that there, Klitschko? Yes, let me speak to Vitali and see if we have any political arrangements on the schedule, and we will see. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm happy with retirement. You know, Fury cheated me last time. I'm just not too happy about returning back to the sport. I know. That's why we're gonna get you paid. You get another hefty paycheck, and you don't have to go in there and win. Okay, Vladimir, think about it. All right? Just give me a call in about 30 minutes, man. I'll be in the parking lot. All right? Hey, Vitali, you looking great, man. That's just not the case, bro. You can't ignore that shit. They went out there and got that man out of retirement, bro. Coach G, what's good? Great stuff last night. Hope you're getting that voice back. Man, hey, real talk, man. Great channel. You know, y'all be sure to check out Coach Malachi's channel. Real talk. Great channel, man. Great content. King Mitch on deck. What's good? Charles is paying attention, obviously. You know, I don't know what Charles had going on last night, but he paying attention to the intricacies of goddamn what we supposed to be mentioning. Little bits and pieces that you pull out. Charles said, wasn't Usyk supposed to be there last night? You see, the traps that's going to come in here and Alfonso's, they're not going to mention that the Usyks didn't show up. The last time I checked, Deontay Wilder showed up when he was supposed to be ringside. Well, at least he attempted to. You know what I'm saying? When Vladimir Klitschko fought Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder was ringside because once upon a time he was looking to be in there with one of them. You know what I'm saying? And then when he won his fight and Tyson Fury came in there, it seemed like he was, you know, fresh off a coke line or whatever, and he was all high and shit. He started doing all that shit, taking off his shirt. Deontay showed up when it was said that he was supposed to show up and be ringside with Anthony Joshua, and somehow rumors had it that Anthony Joshua put out a restraining order. He didn't want Deontay Wilder in the building. But goddamn it, wouldn't you know, Deontay fought last night, and Alexander Usyk didn't keep his motherfucking word. I think I show up to fight Wilder. If he want to fight me, I be ringside, and we talk in ring. If he victorious, no Usyk. You know, Deontay said, well, you know, I don't know if Alexander Usyk was ringside, but I didn't see him. He wasn't ringside. So are y'all getting on Usyk for capping? Y'all not getting on Usyk for capping, man. Y'all not even holding that man accountable. God damn it. Y'all just want to talk about, I just wish, I pray. You know, matter of fact, when the pastor closes out the church today, I'm going to walk down and I'm going to give a testimony, and I'm going to send out a request. I'm just going to pray. I'm going to pray. Shouts to Kayla Sweethand Plant. Caleb was on some Mike Vick shit. How he put the dog in the dirt, he had the shovel and the gloves. See, Mitch coming here hating, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, for it to be a Sunday, I got a lot of dudes in here hating today. Mitch coming here trying to hate on my guy Vic, man. Look. The difference, what you missed, Mitch, was the fact that Andre Dirrell was still alive, goddammit. If you're going to talk about Vic putting dogs in the dirt, they wasn't alive. They had perished. Get the shit straight. If you're going to try to bring up my guy Vic, the dogs are already dead. Anthony Dirrell just looked the part. He was still breathing. He had a pulse. Coming here hating on my guy Vic, man. The audacity of these dudes on a Sunday, bro. Whoever said AJ had a better chin than Wilder needs to be tested for meth and fentanyl. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, when it comes down to it, people say what they want to say. But they love. I told y'all a long time ago how people are infatuated, enamored with Anthony Joshua's physique. You know, when they lay in the bed, they have that long poster on the ceiling so they can just sit there, and that's the last image that they see before they go into dream state. For real. Before they go into dream state. If it's a point in time where they wake up in the middle of the night and they see Joshua, oh, he just puts them right back to sleep. I'm serious, man. That's how them dudes are infatuated with Anthony Joshua. Yeah, man, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm resting today, fam. For sure, man. Check out New Media Today, USA Boxing, man. One of the best channels on the lot. You know what I'm saying? One of the best channels on the lot. Shout out to Shot News, the Sauce Experience, a.k.a. Showtime. Shot, my God, what's good with it, Showtime? How you feeling, bro? Shout out to Team Tucker as always. Shout out to the fam. Salute to the chat and WCS. Salute to you, brother. We didn't say. When you talk about we, are you talking for the whole chat that's coming in here for some bullshit? Who are you talking to, Blunts? Keep it for real, for real. Who are you speaking about now? When you say we, who are you specifying, Shouty? For real, I need to know. Because I don't think you're advocating for everybody that's in here. So are you talking about Trap and Fonzo? They're the only ones that I've heard in here, came in here, you know, talking some talk. I just wish he just could have went into the second. You know, just a second. Why? I would have liked to see Helenius test Wilder a little bit. Yeah, that's what you want. You want to see the man get tested again, and he's already been tested. He don't need to put any rounds in. He's been tested. Who else has been in a trilogy with Tyson Fury? Who? Who's been in 2 fights with Luis Ortiz? Not only that, he went the distance with Bermain Stavern and gave the man a rematch. But he don't get no credit for that shit. Y'all don't want to give him no credit. There isn't any active top heavyweights that hasn't been dropped multiple times in the last few years, except Usyk. So peep this out, Andrew. Peep this out, Drew. Because, look, one thing I say about Andrew, you know, he's usually on point, right? So peep this out, Andrew, right? How many fights do you need in the heavyweight division to be considered a top heavyweight? Because, hold up. I just want to break some shit down, right? Before y'all go up there in front of the pastor, and you've been in the congregation just lying on this motherfucking YouTube all morning. How long do you have to be in the heavyweight division to be considered a top heavyweight? And also, just because, now I'm gonna give you some side by side. Just because Alexander Usyk came in and took the belts off Anthony Joshua, did y'all believe, or do y'all believe that he's the best heavyweight in the division? No, right? No, right? So is he the best heavyweight in the division? Hands down, point blank, period. And then, check this out. Being that he hasn't fought Tyson Fury, who defeated Deontay Wilder, reigned over five plus years with 10 title defenses, we don't know if Usyk can defeat Wilder. We don't know if Usyk can defeat Wilder. Don't make it about losses, because Joshua had a loss on his record. Joshua had a loss on his record from a last-minute replacement. But when Usyk stepped in there and fought, he had the belts. So Usyk fighting a Joshua who already had a loss. He defeated Joshua again, who looked terrible in there against Klitschko and some other fighters. Just because he has the belts, does that make him the best? Because when it comes down to the lightweight division, that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting a different type of temperature. Devin Haney has all the belts, but y'all say he ain't the best lightweight. Make it make sense to me. Don't try to give me tofu and say, well, that's chicken. That's just a different type of chicken. No, it's tofu. It's a chicken. It doesn't taste like chicken to me. But no, it's chicken. It's tofu, dog. No, just get your mind conditioned, brother. Just get your mind conditioned. You up here thinking that it's tofu, but it's actually chicken, my brother. You understand me? What is it going to be? Coach said, I think Wilder did what he was supposed to do. This is a rebound fight for Wilder to get his confidence back and suffering 2 devastating KO losses to Fury. It's not Wilder's fault. Ran into the glove. Listen, got a question for you, Coach. Is Wilder supposed to come back and put rounds in? This man put in approximately 30 rounds in a trilogy. Not to mention, we can't really include Dominique Brazil because he shut him down in the first round. All right, but Wilder put in a mere 30 rounds in a battle. I'm talking about really the first fight was a semi battle, but the rematch he took crazy punishment. Tyson Fury did too, and then in the trilogy, man, both of the fighters was on the canvas, man, and yes, Deontay was stopped. But does he supposed to return and put in rounds when he has the experience on the championship level with the best heavyweight in boxing? How is he supposed to come back and take a fight? And these cats saying, oh, he need to put in rounds. He's not starting back from ground zero. He's already been in there with the top-notch fighter of this era. Okay? The fighters of this era, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can't say Dillian White is a top-notch fighter because the man, all his losses, he's been knocked the fuck out. But they'll be petty and say, well, if you really want to talk about somebody being knocked out in all their losses, Deontay Wilder has 2 losses. I'm telling you, that's how they think. They have to think. Deontay Wilder has 2 losses. And when you look on his box rec, his 2 losses said 2 KOs. I'm saying Dillian White was considered at one point in time a name. Outside of Dillian White, who's next? You had Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Period. That's who you had. Those are the names. Anthony Joshua has shown what I've always considered him to be, overrated. He ran into Usyk twice, couldn't get the job done. So is Oleksandr Usyk considered the best heavyweight? Do we know for certain if we never seen him fight a trilogy, we never seen him fight 2 bouts with Tyson Fury, are we certain that he can go in there and defeat Deontay Wilder? He's supposed to go in there, clean house, and take it to the house. Take it to the showers, goddammit. No overtime. Go to the presser, boom, out. He don't supposed to get paid overtime. But I think people give Deontay Wilder that shit because he go in there and knock motherfuckers out that they didn't think he would be able to do that to. Why? He don't supposed to get paid overtime, shouty. And I agree, it's not Wilder's fault. Helenius ran into the glove, man. Hey, Rolly ran into a glove too. Nobody's criticizing goddamn Tank. They say Tank was losing the fight. But Rolly ran into a motherfucking left hand. They weren't saying, I wish Tank would have really went a little bit more round so we can kind of see. He just left I don't get it. Wilder did what he had to do. It's not Wilder's fault Helenius ran into the punch. This is a confidence booster fight for Wilder after suffering 2 knockout losses to Fury. Well, Coach, I partially agree. He was in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He was in the ring. He was the opponent. But Wilder did execute a right hand, dog. Hey, I know Coach don't have too many good words for Wilder. Hey, and Coach, I want you to put me on the Wakanda nigga list, dog. I don't want to be on the Wakanda nigga list. But I'm going to support who I support. Hey, I can't sit up here and agree with Helenius running into a punch, dog. Hey, Wilder had to execute that motherfucker. Let's just say Wilder had his hands up, right? With his Grant gloves for the first time. Wilder had his hands up. He's standing up there, and Helenius came in, and Wilder didn't even move. And Helenius ran into that right hand, bumped his head, went down to the ground, did all that, and they said, oh, the fight is over. Now, it'll be a different conversation. I'll be like, yeah, he did run into that motherfucker because the replay, Wilder didn't even move his right hand. But in this particular case, that was activity, Coach. It was activity. Wilder executed movement with the right hand like we've seen so many times before. He put this man to snipe. He put him to snipe. He put him to sleep. He put his ass to sleep. I don't know the subtle language, Coach. I don't know the subtle language talking about he ran into a punch. Nah, a lot of dudes ran into that right hand. Shit, that motherfucker is lethal, dog. That right hand is lethal. Just ask Arthur Spilker, dog. Ask Spilker. Ask him how the upper room looks. He was up there for a long time, man. Arthur Spilker was in the upper room for a long time. He was still up there when Bermain Stavern was sleeping on the bottom rope. They was having a conversation. It's like, hey, so do you remember anything? No, I don't remember anything, dog. For real? Man, I just thought, you came in and ran into that right hand. Did you feel any pain from it? Nah, it was numb, dog. All I know, I was up here, part of me never left. Part of me never left this motherfucker. He hit me so hard. I'm telling you, he blessed, Coach. Wilder blessed, Coach, for real. But please refrain from putting world comebacks on the Wakanda nigga list, dog. I ain't trying to be on the Wakanda list, dog, for real. I ain't trying to be on that Wakanda list, man. Shit, man, I ain't trying to be that guy, bro, for real. I'm not trying to be him, man. I'm not trying to be on the Wakanda list. Real talk. I reserve the right to remain anonymous. Do not place me on the Wakanda list. Go say no. Wilder is supposed to get the fighter out of there as fast as possible. I agree. 1,000. 1,000, man. 1,000. My point is all the guys have had to get off the canvas recently, so none of them can really claim to be a dominant, unstoppable force in the division. Real talk. And with that said, Andrew, like, listen. Was Oleksandr Usyk, how many times did he drop Joshua? We're not talking about the win, but how many times did he drop Joshua? So if are we going to package it up and say, well, Oleksandr Usyk, he was former cruiserweight, undisputed. He's a much better, fundamentally sound boxer. Yeah, you can say that. If you're looking at, his overall top to bottom, his rating system, as far as his boxing technique goes, yeah, people are going to say that. Much more fundamentally disciplined. The etiquette is there. Okay, cool. But if you've been around the sport long enough, we've had fighters in that division. Now that Usyk's in the division, right? To go in there and fight somebody that isn't fundamentally sound as Joshua. Joshua is freaking a robot too. Joshua's a robot, even though I like a lot of his improvements in his rematch with Usyk. I liked it. His head movement, The way he was mixing it up on the inside, I like that. He's been working. But Joshua has some flaws, just like a lot of other fighters have flaws. But if you take a fighter who's lost only to the best, considered the best, who was rewarded as co-op, the Teofimo Lopez Fighter of the Year, and they threw this man on the pound for pound list and all this other shit, is it a guarantee that Usyk can beat Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury? There's levels to competition, right? I mean, can we say that with confidence that Usyk can go in there and defeat Deontay? Because listen, let's just say Deontay get a fight with Usyk, and let's just say he's facing adversity early, Deontay, but yeah, he comes back and knock Usyk out. What is it gonna be? Well, shit, he couldn't do that against Fury. I mean, the shit ain't gonna never change, y'all. It ain't gonna never change, bro. Look, okay, Max said Joe Joyce, Wilder, okay? I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. Okay? No problem. But it's a bad fight, in my opinion, for Joyce. Joyce is not, he seems to be the more athletic fighter, but he's older than Deontay Wilder. They're fast-tracking him as much as they possibly can, and I believe he get knocked the fuck out. I believe he get put to the land of Nod, bro. I seriously do. Let's see if that fight happened. My brother, what I mean is Wilder set the shot. That's true. But Helenius fell for the trap counter. Wilder set for him. He rushed into the trap counter. That's what I mean by that. Okay. All right, for sure. Appreciate explaining that, Coach. So it's considered to be a trap counter. See, some of the names in boxing and gyms, people that work in the gyms are gonna be different. Like I remember talking to JD's about what was the combinational set that Wilder using there with Dominique Brazil. He called a blind two. It's pretty much you put the one out there in front of their face and then immediately line it up with the two. Somewhat similar to what King Kong Ortiz did. You know what I'm saying? When he was in there with, what's the boxer's name? What was the fighter's name he was in there with? Hold up for a second. He did the exact same thing, man. And he's a freaking southpaw, so let's see. Let me go down here. Let me find this dude's name right quick. So if you look at the fight between Luis Ortiz and Rasban Kanjanu, he knocked him out in the second round, and it was pretty much somewhat of a same setup. Like he put the right hand out there, distracted him, and then he cracked him. He pretty much made Kanjanu move to his right, and that was the whole plan. He put the right out there with a jab, kind of like a slapping jab to move him in position for the left hand that he sent. And when he sent the left hand, it crushed him. But he ended up, look at that Kanjanu finish. Real talk. In my opinion, until all of the top heavyweights fight each other, we won't know who the best heavyweight is. They all have to fight each other, fam. That's the best way to clear all the doubt. True words, man. They have to fight each other, and it's a good possibility it can happen because we pretty much narrowed it down right now. Okay? There's 2 undefeated heavyweights that hold in the belts, and we still haven't got any closure. We haven't got any closure on them fighting each other. All right? They are the 2 undefeated heavyweights in the game, Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. It's no mention of them fighting each other. Why was Alexander Usyk going to be at the fight with Deontay Wilder if he has the unified titles? Really, there's only one fight to have out there really to determine what's what. Now, if you want to, just peel back another layer, then we can add in the Wilders Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? The Wilder Anthony Joshua. And see what plays out. And I know we got the Joe Joyces over there that wants their shot and all that. But we're talking about individuals who have been at the championship level. We want to see Anthony Joshua face Wilder. If Wilder go in there and defeat Anthony Joshua, will it give him any more higher appraisal than if we want to see him step in there and fight Alexander Usyk? Even though Joshua's a reigning unified champion, 2-time unified champion, will he get any praise? Yeah, he'll get a little bit. He'll get a little bit. He will. But will he get something to the fact where if he goes in there and stop Usyk, will they say, oh, he only had 4 fights at heavyweight. He wasn't really seasoned enough. Deontay Wilder, he's been in the division for quite some time now. You can't take 43 victories and say, well, it's the same as Usyk having 4 fights. That's the same shit we using with Errol Spence as being in the welterweight division for as long as he has. And then Crawford having 6 fights in the welterweight division. There's always going to be critique when it comes to the criteria. They're going to praise Usyk for coming up as an undisputed cruiserweight. But they're always going to look at like he goes in there and gets stopped by Wilder or defeated by Wilder. They're going to say, well, he only had 4 fights up to this point. Man, give him a chance. Look at all the other heavyweights that's at the top of the list. They have losses too. That's not the point. The point is y'all saying certain individuals are top heavyweights in the division, but yet is Usyk, even though he has more belts, considered a fighter that you believe that can defeat Tyson Fury? I don't see him defeating Tyson Fury. Hell no. Wilder and Joyce both same age would be great. I thought for a fact, hold on for a second. I thought for a fact Joe Joyce was older. Because I know Wilder just turned 36, didn't he? I thought Joe Joyce was older. Joe Joyce is 37 years old, homie. Come on, man. I talk a little bit of boxing. Max. Shout it. Come on, man. Deontay Wilder ain't no 37 years old. Shout, man, come on, man. I talk a little bit. I mean, come on, man. Deontay Wilder's 36, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know it's a little petty, but they're not the same age. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying, bro. I'm not even that petty like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not the same age. Wilder baited Helenius to rush inside, which was the trap. Once Helenius opened his attack, he was countered with the right hand. Trap counter. Okay, for sure. Appreciate that education, man. Appreciate that education. It just seems kind of natural to me, watching how Wilder fights, how a lot of fighters want to rush in on him because they think he can't fight on the inside. Tyson Fury did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury wanted to, close distance and rush on the inside. Dominique Brazil. The combination before the knockout, Dominique Brazil was getting comfortable with trying to, go on the inside. And when Deontay landed like a 3-punch combination, I believe, he smiled at him or whatever. And then he fucked around and hit Deontay in the back of the head with a right hand, and the referee broke him, warned Dominique Brazil. Then said, fight. Once the fight resumed, that's when he hit him with the blind two, and it was night-night. Game over. Done. But, man, appreciate the education. Real talk. A trap counter. Hey, people. Y'all funny. Rashid coming here talking about Joyce is 1 month older, man. We really talk about butts and shit, dog. Hey, when you have siblings, right? And one is 16 and one is 15, who they saying is older, dog? I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. Like, hold up. So So I appreciate though. I'm not being petty though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being petty though. But hold on for a second, y'all. So Rashid come here and said they want to part. Hey man, you're right, dog. Hey, I'm just gonna say you're right. You're right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. Real talk. You're right. They 1 month apart. You're right. You're right. I stand what I said. You know what I'm saying? But you are right on the 1 month apart. The 1 month apart, man. Deontay Wilder's about to have a birthday coming up real soon. And he will indeed turn the age of 37. You are absolutely right. But at this current time, Joe Joyce is older, goddammit. I'm going to stand on my 10. They need to stop it. Wilder versus Usyk was something they was trying to make up to boost the Bridgerweight stuff over 2 years ago. I thought about Wilder, dropping down to a cruiserweight division and picking up a title there, just to fluff his resume. But really, he don't need that. He don't need that no more. He don't need it. Wilder be 37 next. Yeah, I got it, Max. You was right, man. I mean, they damn near the same age. Real talk. I'm not petty like that, bro. You're right. You, Rashid, you're right. You're right. They 1 month apart. Wilder's about to turn 37 years old the 22nd of this month. Absolutely right. And you know what? I'm not going to be as petty as to say, well, they damn near the same age. Real talk. It's no problem, man. It's no problem. I'm definitely not going to debate on a month and age because I'm older than both of them dudes. So I ain't worried about that. I was surprised that Joyce was that old. I wasn't. If you follow him, he was in the sport, man. He's an older fighter. They're trying to get him moving and grooving. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get him into that title slot where he can fight for a championship. Fury's the best heavyweight in the game. It's on Usyk to prove otherwise. Until then, Fury is the guy heavyweight. He is, man. He is. You know what I'm saying? He is. But see, they still, even when Deontay Wilder was out of the sport, they still had him ranked number 1 for the WBC. So even with the 2 losses, like, has Usyk did enough in the heavyweight division to be considered the number 2 in the division? Seriously, you have to take a look at that because we just can't have these conversations that, a fighter like Haney has all the belts, but they say they consider him not to be the best of the lightweight division. You can't do that. And then when it gets to the heavyweight division and say, well, Deontay Wilder lost twice to Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk beat Anthony Joshua, so he's number 2. Do we really know that, though? Because Wilder just haven't had the opportunity to fight Joshua when he was reigning, defending. So now that Usyk comes in there and hand Joshua his 3rd defeat. His 3rd defeat now. Is Usyk considered number 2 and he haven't stepped in there with Tyson Fury? I mean, we just can't throw the belts in there just because it's Alexander Usyk and he's a former undisputed. And then when it comes to Wilder, they want to look at it like he didn't gain no experience from fighting Tyson Fury. I mean, if the man ran into a motherfucking trap counter and it was bing, bing, bang, I mean, what do you want him to do? Go over there, get on the phone. Jack, where you at? I need you for a loan count, Jack. Oh, you right there? I see you. I see you. Come on up, man. Hurry up. Hey, ref, can you step out for a minute? We're going to get Jack Reese in on this one. Let me see. Hellenius. Hey, Hellenius. Yo, Rob. Yeah, come on there, Jack. He's good. He's still knocked out. Yeah, you can start on one. I mean, that's not the case, man. Bruce Gas, what's good? Bruce Gas, Boxer Jazz and more. What's good with it, OG? How you feeling, bro? Good morning to you on this Sunday. Nah, it ain't no thing, man. I have no problem. Look, you right, man. I'm not going to lose no sleep over it. They damn near the same age. You know what I'm saying? So Rashid and Max was absolutely correct at that age. It's not enough in months to separate them and say, you know what? Joe Joyce is older than Deontay. No, a month ain't going to do it. A month ain't going to do it. Real talk. Talking about they 5 minutes apart. Damn, dog. I think he gets KO'd, man. What Jared Anderson's not in the picture right now. It's no way. There's no way you can put him in the picture right now as being a top, heavyweight considering that he's ready to step in there with a Tyson Fury. I don't think so yet. I don't think so. I don't see that. See him step in there with somebody like Daniel Dubois. Who did he say he wanted to fight? Andy Ruiz. He's looking good, man. He's looking strong. He looks like a heavyweight. Jared Anderson. He looks like a heavyweight, real talk. Like he's in shape. And he has nice size on him for a heavyweight boxer. But I'm telling you, he's stepping there with Wilder. Bro, it's a different land. It's a different land. It's a different real estate, bro. The clock is ticking on all top heavyweights. Usyk turned 36 in January. Joshua isn't a spring chicken himself. But see, the one thing about Joshua, he was gifted. All right? We must go back to this right here. I always keep this for a reality check. I always keep that picture up there of the 2012. And I'm not calling these fighters, I'm not downgrading them. I'm just saying that none of the male fighters in here, you have a lot of names now. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of names from Marcus Brown, Michael Hunter, Dominique Brazil, Jojo Diaz, Rashid Warren, Jamel Herring, Jose Ramirez, Errol Spence. You have a lot of names. Terrell Goucher. You have a lot of names on this right here. But the two females on the end, Esparza and Shields, they picked up the medals. Esparza won a bronze. Shields won a gold. I'm just saying, Shawty. I'm just saying, man. When it come down to Joshua, man, Joshua was gifted and a medal. Joshua was gifted a medal, man. He was gifted a medal. Didn't nobody gift Deontay with shit. He was gifted the gold medal, dog. And from then on, moments like this, him finally having no other means of protection, he has to step in there and fight a worthy opponent. He quits. And that opponent was coming off a loss with Joseph Parker, who a lot of us thought he won. So they go out here and pick Andy Ruiz, and he goes in here and stop him, make him quit. Then he goes in here against a former cruiserweight undisputed champion and loses. Not once, but twice, shawty. Seriously. I don't know, man. You see Herkovic last fight? Herkovic still has some work to do, man. I wouldn't mind seeing Herkovic and Jared Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Herkovic got some work to do, too. See, all these fighters that people believe that has a better boxing layout than Deontay Wilder, you have to understand that punches are going to be thrown. And just because you are a nice size fighter doesn't mean you possess the power. AKA Dirrell Miller. You know, Dirrell Miller's a big dude. I seen him in person, man. Former kickboxer. He's a big dude. But when it comes to boxing, he don't have no power like that. He doesn't have power like that, man. And look at the fight with Carlos Negron and Frank Sanchez. Carlos Negron, I've seen him in person before, man. Like that's a big fella. You know what I'm saying? And he was there, you know, taking punches. He felt good taking punches, and then it started to wear on him a little bit, and he ended up being stopped. People may look at Joshua aesthetics and say he fit the part. He looked the part when it comes to boxing. But when a fighter that you say don't fit the part, like Wilder, and he doesn't have the skills, and he go in there and land that power shot on Joshua's chin, we know Joshua can be knocked down. We know that. But the only person to stop Wilder, I'm talking about off his feet, was Tyson Fury. That's it. Ain't nobody else did that shit. Ain't nobody did that motherfucker. Nothing. You can't say the rematch, oh, he got stopped. He was on his feet and he was still coherent and debating with freaking Kenny Bailey's. No, what the fuck? What you doing? He didn't know the towel had been thrown in. But when you go to the trilogy, the third fight, he was clearly knocked out. Now we ask ourselves, is there anybody else that can reciprocate that? I don't know, bro, at all. Not even Alexander Usyk. Not even Alexander Usyk, man. But that's what it is, man. I ain't gonna stay on here too long, man. It's been like a minute and a half. But shout out to the champ. You know, reign defending. Like I said, this is WBC belt when it was in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I just freaking you know, darkened the shadows in the back. But it was on stage. They had this belt on stage. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Bronze Bomber, man, and everyone who tuned in today, man. Once again, go support these channels. Coach Malachi, support his channel. You know what I'm saying? He's doing big things over there. And you know, he should be one of the biggest channels, you know, in upcoming months. New Media Today, USA Boxing. Go check him out, man. You know, go check out my guy Shaw News. You know, Showtime Shaw. Go there and support his channel. Until then, man, y'all hit the like button on your way out, man. I'm out.